Ayrton Sena. Ayrton Sena was Formula One's most revered champion, a three-time world title holder from Brazil, whose supernatural car control and fierce determination had made him a global icon. On May 1st, 1994, the 34-year-old was leading the San Marino Grand Prix at Italy's Imola circuit. He was driving the Williams FW16, a car that had been problematic throughout the race weekend. The atmosphere at Imola was already tense. Just one day earlier, Austrian driver Roland Ratzenberger had been killed during qualifying. Senna himself had been deeply affected, even considering not racing. At 2:17 p.m., Senna's blue and white car approached the high-speed Tamburello corner for the seventh time, traveling at approximately 190 miles per hour. What happened next occurred in mere seconds, but would be analyzed for decades. The Williams suddenly veered off the racing line. Telemetry later showed Senna had tried to slow the car from 190 miles per hour to 130 miles per hour, but his trajectory was unchangeable. The car left the track and struck a concrete barrier at an angle. The right front wheel assembly detached on impact and was driven back into the cockpit. The suspension arm pierced Senna's helmet, causing catastrophic trauma to his temporal region and frontal lobe. A piece of suspension also penetrated his visor, causing fatal cranial injuries. Blood poured from his helmet as medical director Sid Watkins arrived at the scene within seconds. Though unconscious, Senna was still alive, taking shallow breaths as medical crews worked frantically to stabilize him. The helicopter evacuation was swift, but the damage was irreversible. At Bologna's Maggiore Hospital, doctors discovered massive brain hemorrhaging. Despite emergency surgery, blood transfusions, and the efforts of Italy's top neurosurgeons, Senna's brain activity steadily declined. At 6:40 p.m., Ayrton Senna was pronounced dead. His heart had continued beating long after his brain was beyond saving. News of his death sent Brazil into national mourning, with his home country declaring 3 days of official grief for their fallen hero.